The sea is a hungry dog, giant and gray. She rolls on the beach all day. Bones, 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 bones. The giant sea dog moans, howling long and loud.
Both the Glenada and the Coast Guard rescue vessel Westfort returned from Tea Harbor today, where they were waiting out high winds and waves. It was also where callers had time to think about his survival.
Grampa Woo's owner, Dana Collars, and first mate were rescued by the crew of the tug Glenada. They were pulled onto the vessel in extremely rough conditions.
Decks were icy, we had spray, we had winds in excess of 55 to 60 knots, and the spray just freezing as soon as it hit the tug. My deckhand, Jim Harding, was on deck, and he was sliding in every direction trying to get aligned to the Grampa Woo.
It all started going wrong a few days ago when the Grampa Woo drifted out into Lake Superior at Grand Portage without propellers, and the crew decided to try and save the vessel from on board.
But once we reached the Grampa Woo, we knew we were on a one-way trip.
It would be dark, considering it was the night before Halloween. It would be darkness, for sure. There have been 350 sinkings on Lake Superior and over 1,000 men lost. Now, happily, there were no men lost, and only one ship was lost. But when you think of it, there could have been 2 ships lost for sure, and even the McCarthy, if it had misjudged itself. That threat was there with all those crafts.
Hello, Westfort, Center Bay Coast Guard, radio on 82.
Yeah, this is the Westfort, go ahead.
Roger, is the Grampa Woo in your vicinity?
He's close, yeah.
Roger, and where are you?
We're sitting off the Silver Island here right now. We're in huge seas here, big winds. The Glenada is right alongside the Grampa Woo, and they can't get anything. They can't get ropes to them, nothing. It's really bad out here. We're just going from rail to rail here. We can just barely hold our own here, over.
They were exhibiting huge seamanship in keeping that ship afloat. The Coast Guard, when they learned of the situation, told them that they could leave, but they felt that they might be of help, and so they stayed. And that was a vote by the 3 of them.
Westfort, me too.
Westfort, Center Bay Coast Guard, radio. The Rescue Coordination Center says to use your own judgment. If you feel you have to break off and seek shelter, then do so.
That's affirmative. Please stand by.
Standing by.
None of them felt like heroes. They felt they were doing their job. They were fulfilling their duty as mariners and as human beings.
I just lay there, take a deep breath, and said it's nice to be able to take a deep breath and be on the Glenada.
A Duluth-based cruise vessel has been found tonight. The Grampa Woo broke away from a tugboat and a lake freighter in 2 different attempts to bring the vessel under control in high seas. It drifted to parts unknown, requiring the Coast Guard to consider it a hazard to navigation. But the Grampa Woo has now been located.
The vessel is pretty well wedged into the rocks. They said the port side is pretty well demolished. There's several 5 to 6 foot holes in that side.
Everyone aboard was surprised by the degree of wreckage, but none more so than Grampa Woo's first mate.
He was pretty shaken up. I think he saw some of his personal belongings on there, and that really bothered him. He had a hard time. He got off at Silver Islet and he never looked back. We didn't see him after that.
It wasn't the ship, it wasn't the lake that they were fighting. They're actually fighting their own weakness.